The sky was eerily quiet, a stark contrast to the monumental events unfolding beneath it. The B-52 bombers, aging giants of war, glided effortlessly above the Iranian landscape, their engines a soft hum in the silence. These warbirds, first introduced in 1955, had long been a symbol of American might. Yet today, they carried more than just history. They carried the promise of overwhelming force. For the first time, these bombers were flying directly over Iranian soil, something never before seen in the heat of a modern conflict. As they crossed into Iran's airspace, a sense of inevitability lingered in the air. The Iranian air defense systems, once thought to be impenetrable, had been neutralized in just days by a relentless campaign of airstrikes. The precision of American strategy was evident. No longer were these bombers restricted to distant strikes. They were now operating over the heart of Iran, targeting military bunkers, missile sites, and nuclear facilities with unrelenting precision. The B-52s, now armed with 2,000-pound bunker-buster bombs, were on a mission that would forever reshape the region's power dynamics. The storms of war were gathering, but this time they would come from above. The world watched as the first salvo was launched, a loud, ominous message that the US had full air superiority, and it was here to stay. The moment the B-52s entered Iranian airspace, the silence shattered. Explosions rocked the ground below, sending plumes of black smoke into the sky. The Iranian defense systems, once regarded as a formidable shield, were now nothing more than a crumbled memory. The relentless barrage from American forces had obliterated radar stations, missile launchers, and air defense batteries in mere days. With every passing moment, the B-52s dropped their payload of 2,000-pound bunker-buster bombs. These bombs, designed to penetrate the toughest underground bunkers, tore through Iran's most secure military sites. The impact was devastating. Entire facilities crumbled, leaving nothing but a landscape of destruction. From missile silos to ammunition depots, each strike further incapacitated Iran's ability to defend itself. And in Isfahan, the heart of Iran's nuclear ambitions, the air grew heavier. These strategic sites, previously thought impenetrable, were now in the crosshairs. As one explosion followed another, the Iranian military's grip on its most critical assets loosened. The message was clear. The US was here, with full air superiority, and Iran's defense network had fallen. If you want to stay updated on the unfolding events, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The air was thick with tension as the B-52s continued their relentless assault. Each bomber dropped its payload with deadly precision, and the earth below trembled under the force of the explosions. These weren't just typical bombs. They were 2,000-pound bunker busters, designed to smash through layers of concrete and earth, piercing deep into Iran's most fortified sites. In Isfahan, the consequences of these strikes were undeniable. The bombs hit their targets with terrifying accuracy, sending shockwaves through the city. What was once a thriving industrial hub and a critical military stronghold was now sinking into chaos. Huge fireballs erupted from underground bunkers as ammunition and explosives detonated in a cascading chain reaction. The scale of destruction was unimaginable, with entire buildings crumbling into the ground. The B-52s kept coming, with each strike bringing Iran closer to a breaking point. The mission wasn't just about destruction, it was about sending a clear message. With air superiority achieved, the US had the freedom to strike anywhere, anytime. The relentless pace of the bombings was overwhelming, and as the smoke billowed into the sky, Iran's ability to recover seemed further and further out of reach. Stay tuned for more updates. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest developments. The relentless bombing campaign reached its climax in Isfahan. The B-52s, now operating with devastating precision, dropped their most powerful weapons yet. 2,000-pound bunker busters designed to penetrate the deepest of underground fortresses. As the bombs fell, the ground below seemed to shake with an intensity that was felt miles away. The once vibrant city of Isfahan, known for its crucial nuclear facilities, became the epicenter of destruction. Massive explosions ripped through the earth, collapsing tunnels and burying Iran's most valuable military assets under tons of rubble. The nuclear storage facilities, believed to house Iran's enriched uranium, were targeted with frightening efficiency, leaving them buried beneath layers of concrete and earth. The destruction wasn't just physical, it was strategic. These strikes were designed not only to cripple Iran's military, but to eliminate its ability to sustain its nuclear ambitions. As the smoke from the explosions slowly cleared, Isfahan was left in ruins, and Iran's ability to defend its most critical assets had been permanently damaged. The B-52s had delivered their final blow. The world now watched, uncertain of what would come next. Would Iran retaliate, or had the US already secured a victory in the skies? To stay informed on the next phase, subscribe to our channel. Despite the overwhelming force of the US airstrikes, Iran was not ready to surrender. In a last-ditch effort to send a message to the world, Iran launched a barrage of missiles toward Israel, though the majority were intercepted or landed harmlessly in open areas. The persistent noise of explosions still filled the air, but this time, it was different. The US had already achieved something unprecedented: full air superiority over Iran. The B-52s, still soaring above the Iranian sky, continued their campaign, unchallenged and unfazed. They flew deeper into Iran's heartland, targeting key industrial sites, military installations, and what remained of Iran's missile systems. The once impenetrable defense network was now nothing more than a shadow of its former self, with the B-52s now able to drop bombs at will. The intensity of the strikes showed no sign of letting up. In the aftermath of each bombing run, the ground below would tremble, and massive columns of smoke would rise, signaling yet another strategic victory. The bombs hitting military bunkers, factories, and industrial plants weren't just about crushing military power. They were about crippling Iran's ability to rebuild and fight back. As the world awaited Iran's next move, one thing was clear: the US had established an undeniable dominance in the skies. The future remained uncertain, but the outcome of these strikes had already set the stage for the next phase of the conflict. Stay with us for ongoing updates, and don't forget to subscribe for more.